Oh, look at you. Oh my gosh, you're so cute. You look like Jazzy this morning, or she looks like you.
I've got my curly hair, that's why. I've got the curls going on. So it's like free. Yeah, actually she does look, she's like a little mirror of me. She literally is a mirror of me. So funny, everyone's just going to turn up a bit. Everyone says Brad, Lockie's like Brad, but when he was little, he was just like me. But even her eyes, like everything, except she's got plump young skin.
Oh, it is. It's her eye shape, your eyes, yeah.
Same eyes, yeah. Well, I've just got the wrinkles now.
Yeah, that's why we're getting the new doTERRA skincare system.
I know. I can't. I'm just like one of my new clients is like, I can't wait a month. I have to buy more stuff. Like she's so obsessed. I'm like, I feel you, babe. I'm putting in an order today because like still another 12 days. Like I can't.
Totally, honey. Exactly. I know. Like I did. I just put in a $300 order, and then I've got to do my LRP next week. I'm like, I can't wait.
I know.
I didn't wait. I need to change my LRP to after the 1st because I missed out on the Hinoki and beautiful.
Yes, you've got to get it. If anyone's listening already, too. We got anyone on? I can't see. Oh,
beautiful.
I'm on my phone, so I have to swipe because I've got the phone to call, and then I've got information and stuff to reflect off here. So the questions up there. So, hello, Gem is on too. So I'm going to spin back.
Hey, Gem.
Hello.
Yes, so you have to get your free oil you have to sign your LRP has to go through between the 1st and the 16th. Yeah.
Yes, yep. When I have it on the 1st, I just you don't get a chance to see what's on offer. So I didn't do my order over 200 PV to get the free.
Yeah, you don't know. Yep. Ours is the 6th. So we also get it early. And it just ended up shifting around because I mean I played around with it, you know, for so long, just like playing around and figuring it out myself too, because like I'm just sure everyone knows, like I've only been in the business like a month more than most people, like 3 months. I've dove fully into it and like learning as much as I can. I play around and I've been watching loads of videos because I'm super obsessed. So, and that's kind of how I've felt more and more confident and then able to deliver that information confidently. But the LRP is so much fun because you always get so many goodies.
Yes, yeah.
And we don't know what's happening next month. I'm like waiting for the 1st.
Exactly. Yeah, I know. We were just saying, Jem, that if your LRP is set on the 1st, change it to a couple of days later so you have a chance to see the freebies and you can alter your order depending on, I was saying I missed out on the Hinoki and the beautiful this month. I didn't see that I had to order over 200 to get them. So I just did another $300 order after I spoke to you the other day to get them.
Oh dear.
No, so much
change now, so I can't wait. I just ran out of everything, so it's perfect.
And it's got to be the best benefit of doTERRA, right? Like I don't know another system like in place that has so many rewards for people. Like it's crazy. Like we just last month, I'm just logging in here to ourselves this open. I got the Palmarosa, no, hold on. Was that month? Yeah, Palmarosa, Hinoki, and
yes,
and the beautiful. And then I also had so many points. I received another, I think it was 5 for free. And it was like 5 oils. Like, so I came and I was like, half my pack was free oils. And I was like, yeah. And I opened up, I mean, this is how cool it is. I think I had 170 points or something to spend on my orders. Because now initially, so there's little ways. Initially, we hadn't put our debit card onto like our bank account onto the account. So any commission that we made was just the money was just sitting in the doTERRA account. So I could just then pay for my oils without having to use my card. But then when our commissions are now going straight into our bank account, but then I still get the points. So, which you accumulate from your LRP. But I had 170 points and then I think I left about 40. And then I opened my account the other day and I was like, 125 points again, scored this month again.
Awesome. So where did they come from, Says? Did they come from your team?
So no, that the points are from the orders that I've previously done. So we've spent, a lot of money. So each time we haven't spent, our whole commissions, but we've been spending a bit because I'm wanting to get my collection. So every time I order, you accumulate the percentage from that between 10 to 30%.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's just the point value back. So by the time you've been in doTERRA for 1 year, if you spend 100 points, you get 30 back. Like, what the heck? In like one order. So it's crazy. So it's that good of value. So it's all those points accumulating. So we've like, you know, one of our orders we spent was like $350, and then the next, you know what I mean? So it accumulates to get that percentage back.
Yes.
So, and because we signed up on the Nature's Solution Kit, we automatically jump straight to getting 15% back. So that's why. Yeah, and it just accumulates over the year. So the longer you're in the LRP, the better the rewards. So
right.
Yeah.
Let me just officially open this call and welcome these amazing girls in here, and for those watching the replay. And I will just go and message those who aren't here and make sure they know what's going on. But
I'm going to open up the question box too.
Thank you so much, Sarah, for this time. I know you are so flat out with your team and for giving us this time, and because I am still learning myself, and I am honestly, honest to say that I don't know all the answers yet. So
neither do I.
This is really awesome to have your support and advice today.
Well, you guys are all on the team as well. So we've got lots of legs, but everyone's our team. So, you know, I had an amazing chat with someone yesterday, and like I did Tani last week too, and was just saying, and I spoke to you too, Gemma, of course, in that, you know, we are here to support our team, and together we rise. So if you need support, please don't have those blocks around. I don't want to ask her, like, I don't, you know. And if I don't know it, I'll ask someone else, because like I said, we've only been in it a few months too. So I'm still learning. So I'm going to give you the information that I know and what I'm finding works for me and things like that. But everybody is so unique with how they want to run their and how they want to run their, you know, their doTERRA. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just so I'm so excited because the majority of people in this team are healers in some form. We've got masseuses, we've got Reikis, we've got crystal, we've got everyone can use these for their own businesses to enhance them, skyrocket. Like it's to make their own blend, to sell the oils on top of with their businesses, you know, just to have that passive source of income as well is such a benefit. So today's lessons will be really, really helpful for us to incorporate these for our businesses. So
yes, and I just want to mention on that too, there is nothing wrong. I've been sort of diving into this with a few of the people in the team with saying that I want to have some financial freedom, that I want to make this income. Like we have, especially as women, right? We have this thing around, can't really say that, like women and spiritual women, right? Like we can have this label on, you know, like, oh, just, you know, someone, not even in my team, someone who I've been speaking to in another team was said, I'm not getting anywhere. I just want to give them away for free. And I was like, well, that's really awesome. You get to do that in some samples, but you get to earn income from this. But it's a real self-belief thing, and I know that she had a lot of stuff going on for her. And you know, we've got to have that innate self-belief that we deserve to be rewarded for selling products, or for even in any business. Doesn't have to just be this, like whatever we do. And there's nothing wrong with putting a value on that, because with income and with good income and financial freedom, we're able to do so much more good with that. And us more spiritual people do a lot more good with it than the right hand.
Actually enhancing their lives by getting the oil. We're actually doing them a favour.
Yeah.
Think, oh, I'm taking their money off them, but we're actually doing them a favour by enhancing their lives.
Exactly. Like we're not selling air, for goodness sake. Yeah. When our postman's just come and he's like bang, 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 bang every time he comes. Like seriously, I had people here and they were like, yeah, the shit out of us. But yeah, exactly. We're not like selling air, and we're not, you know, in this what are they called, pyramid scheme, where you're just like getting people in for money and there's no product involved. Like even if people don't want to do it for a business, they get these incredible oils in their life and get to use them with their own family, get to incorporate them in every aspect. So it's brilliant. I think it's really important that I touch on my why, which Gemma asked, because I could have been in doTERRA many times prior to this. I had thought about it, been offered the opportunity, not directly where someone had sat and said, this is how it works and da, 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 but I'd bought some oils before, and you know, I was like, oh, we really like those. We really like On Guard and Easy Air, and like the sort of peppermint, the real standard, you know, comes in the home essentials. We had probably 5 of those, and we did love them. And I was like, oh no, I just do love these. I really should start, you know, looking into this more. You know where they used to sit though? Not like this. They used to sit in a cupboard that I used to have to move a chair and move things to get it, right? So you never didn't use it. This is what I tell people now all the time. Like, do not do that. You have to have them out. It has to be convenient. Like my diffuser's actually behind over there, but I only have to walk there to there. I just want it more in the middle of the room. But here I want to have it so I can have it on display and like use them. So, so basically, yeah, I've used them before. Loved the oils. I obviously didn't know that they had so many other things as well until we joined. And then I was in Bali with Jared and Abby on their embodiment retreat, and I met Jessie, who's your upline. So who you're in the group and everything. So, and didn't know she worked for doTERRA at all. We were just like chatting and whatever. And then she pulls out one of like these, right? This is what I carry around with me when I'm out and about. They had them on special like maybe last month. They have these little specials where they'll bring out little bags. I mean, that was like $7 or something too. It was really cheap. So look out for those specials. And she had that, and she's like, oh, what's wrong? Because I was like sitting there and I had, you know, trauma trapped emotions here. And I was just like, oh my God, my back is killing me. And I don't actually even know what she gave me. I didn't even know at the time. She just pulled some things out of her pack and was like rolling them on me. And then I sort of noticed that she was doing it with everybody. And then she was like, oh, what do you want? And I was like, oh, I really want that rose one. And I was like, I love rose. How good is the rose? And like rolled it. And I was like, this is so amazing. And it just was beautiful. And then, so there was like the experience of the oil. So it's like that component. And she never once was like trying to say, you should really join or anything like that. But one day we were sitting on a outside together with a group of us, and someone must have asked her something. I can't remember how it started, but she started talking about how much it fires her up when people talk about network marketing in a really negative way. Because she said, right, so you, and if you haven't met Jessie before, she swears a lot. And she's like, straight down the line. I love it. And she was sort of like, well, you know, you go to your hairdresser and you share that and you get nothing. And you go here and you do that. And for me, I share products and share advice of things that I use and all this sort of stuff in my business, in my SJ business all the time, and never get any reward from that, right? So now this is, you actually are using an incredible product, you're sharing with someone and you're rewarded for it. And I was like, yeah. And she's like, there's a CEO, there's your workers, and there's like the factory workers. Like everything has a top to bottom way, like every business. And she was saying it like that. And then she started talking about they could not be a more ethical, sustainable, incredible company, how they source the oils from where they thrive. They have co-impact sourcing where they work direct with the farmers, where they only extract it at the times when it should be, like they're not over harvesting and they're not pulling, and then they replenish their sources. Like they literally have this incredible sourcing, and you know, they've got so many different charities that they work with that they actually have created, and they're on the ground in Nepal working with women that, you know, their period is looked at as like they're literally snakes or something, you know, like, so, and they do all these incredible things. And the way she started talking about that, I was just sitting there, far out. This is exactly what Brad and I have been looking for our whole lives. We are very passionate about health. Health is our number one thing, no matter what. Like, we just very passionate about it. These are health, right? So you get to use the product. We both always want to give back. Like, we're always looking at ways that we can give back, how we can help the people less fortunate than us. And we love travel, right? Those just tick the boxes for us. And I feel like that then relates to my why. So that was why them. But also I'm a trainer and a personal trainer, and I've run my own business for 5 years, and I've been a trainer for nearly 20 years now. It's probably 20 years this year, I'm thinking. And I feel like these products are the missing link in health for my clients. And speaking to someone yesterday, she said, I feel like it's the middle ground. And I said, oh, as soon as you said that, that landed for me, because it's exactly like that for me. Because I tell someone to exercise, right? It's in the distant, like far distant future for them, where they're going to feel better. Okay. So, and it's hard work, right? It's like, I have to work really hard for this. I have to work hard to feel better. And I have to really think about what I'm putting in my mouth and all these things. That's not to say I don't want them to do that, but they get to use these and feel incredible immediately, have like immediate benefits that then I feel better. I might go and exercise now. I feel better. I have more respect for myself. I'm feeling emotionally better. I'm going to eat better. So it's all like this for me. It really felt like that missing link. Yes. So that is my why. It went a lot longer than I thought.
That's so important. Yeah, to have, you know, a purpose and something that really resonates with you as well.
Yeah, and you have to share that with who you're speaking to as well, because it doesn't have to be as long as my description then too, but it's, if you don't and they don't know why you're doing it, they will feel like you're just trying to sell a product.
Exactly right.
So that's why I think I've had so many signups and people are like, wow, how are you doing this? Because I'm speaking it from a passionate place. And when you believe in something, you are not, it doesn't come across as salesy, like it's not meant to. It's like you believe in it. It's why wouldn't you want this in your life? Like if you don't want it in your life, cool. That's your choice. You're missing out.
Yeah.
So find your why. Make sure it's kind of clear as you go across. Obviously, I don't go into the whole like previous bit about it, but if someone, it depends. It's also really knowing who you're speaking to. So, you know, we have different levels of consciousness too. So if you're speaking to someone from a, you know, I think that's why it landed for me, because we sit at like level 3 consciousness, where we're expanding in the whole, probably most people in here do, but our average customers won't necessarily be in that consciousness, right? So they're going to come from more scarcity, or what can they do to fix themselves immediately, and they're not really going to care so much about the co-impact sourcing or the charity side, you know? So it's like figuring out who you're talking to and then landing your why with their language.
Yes.
That's why the rapport is so important, and getting to know someone first, and before you've even mentioned the oils, and getting to understand them. And
you sort of have to build that trust relationship first before they'll even, you know, accept what you've got to tell them, I guess.
Exactly.
Yeah. And we're also never here to, you know, I watched a few videos in this, and it's really important, because even I can do this as a trainer, because I give a lot of advice, is we have to be careful that we don't give too much specific health advice with the oils. We've got to be really careful around our language, and especially on social media too. So we can't ever make any claims on social media, but we can more so in Zooms like this, right? So it's private. So you can definitely say peppermint works for headaches and all these things, you know, but you can't even say that on a Facebook post. So what I do, sorry, these flowers behind me, the heads just fell off then. They're dead. And you can, I just say, I'm feeling like this, and this is what I've used to support me. So I just word it in that, you know, really careful way, like this didn't heal me, or this didn't fix me, or anything like that. Just this is what supported me today. I'm feeling like this. I love using this. And, you know, it's just how you word it. And so I just wanted to share that quickly too.
Can I ask on that topic, Sarah? I was reading something last night about I was looking up like doing parties and stuff, and there's pamphlets that you can get, and they talk about preventative measures rather than going for something to like band-aid the problem. Does that make sense? Going to the root cause. So there's a description, I'll have to find it, but there's a description on there that talks about it, looking for the root cause for something like an ailment or something you might have, rather than just band-aiding the symptoms. Is that something we can talk about when doTERRA has like a pamphlet like that on their website, or like that you can hand out at parties?
Well, yeah, you can definitely talk about that when you're at parties and stuff like that. It's just you can't put it on social media where anyone can look at it. You can talk face-to-face. You can say many more things face-to-face and on Zoom and things. You just can't put like a post that the whole public can look at, because that's like recorded, right? So it's there, where us talking is just like a conversation. But you can, especially if it is on a handout of theirs too, 100%. Like that's what I've done too. I've referred to some of their wording. I'm like, wow, it's on their wording, because I say this because we actually got an email about compliance in our first month. And it was actually a post that Brad had done prior to us actually being in doTERRA, like last year. And and this is what I was like, how did they even find this? Like, we were like going, where did this, you know what I mean? Like, so I didn't even know how they found out about it. But Brad had written something about this boosts your immune system. And because of COVID, you can't say that, right? Even though we know that On Guard totally does that, right? You just can't say it on a social media post. And it says immune support on their website, but it's just how we say it, where we say it, really. So I know.
That's
We were-
nuts.
Who's going to, is it Facebook
We were
that's going
like-
to pull us up or doTERRA?
Sorry?
Is it Facebook that's going to pull us up or doTERRA?
doTERRA. So
Yeah.
we got a letter from doTERRA compliance team.
Right.
Yeah. So we were like, so we were like, oh my God, what do
Can
we
you
do?
say, in the sense that you say, I used Copaiba to help me. I was feeling really stressed and I used a bit of that too, and that helped. Can you use it in the sense that it's personal? You're not projecting it onto anyone else to say, use this when you're stressed.
No, you still have to be careful. You can
Still.
just say, because I've watched a few leaders as well, and I watched a leader say, here's a photo of me, because she said, we have to be compliant, like she even said it. Here's a photo of what I look like, here's what I did, and here's a photo of me afterwards. Like, use your own imagination, right? So you still have, I probably still wouldn't even say this helped me get over it, or this, I would just say this is supporting me. Like support, I think is a really word, because they can use that a lot. I find support means very vague, but you know, most people that have an interest, that will get their interest, right? So that's still going to get them enough. Oh, that supported them. And people, when they're feeling that way, that's going to, you know, help them trigger, oh, I'm curious. Curious is a really good word to use. Like when we have our language with everybody, instead of saying, are you interested? People instantly have a yes, no answer, right? And they might just instantly go no. But are you curious to know more is really good wording to get them to be like, their brain is open to expansion then, and they're open to more, it's just more open instead of a closed, you know? So interested and curious, I think that really, I noticed that language with certain things is really important. Curious is a good word.
Interested,
And I'll do that.
like you're trying to sell me something.
Exactly. Yeah. Are you curious to know more? Is just, or it might even be someone, so even the oils, and they're already in the oils, but this is how the business runs. Are you curious to know some more about that? You know, like, does that spark your interest or something? You know, it's just like, and they're either gonna, yeah. So let you know, but curious is a good word to use. Where should we go now?
Did you want me to read out some of the questions that were in this messenger group?
Yeah, this is what I'm about to get to now.
Jem,
just
some corkers in there.
I know, some goodies. I just wanted to get onto the why first. I'm scrolling back up to the top now. Okay, hold on one second. Here we go. Now I'm going to attach a video to watch with the commissions, okay? But I've got a little I wonder if I can share that in the group. Hold on.
Ed, can I add you as a, do I have to add you as a?
No, I'm not on there. I'm on two separate devices. I'm just trying to see if I can add it. Actually, I'll go back here. Just 1 second. I'll put it in the group. Brad's message has disappeared. It's just a basic rundown of the commission. I just did it again. I just try to keep it super simple. Okay. So not getting too bogged down in it, but it is super handy. Here it is. I've just added it now. Okay. It is super handy to know where you need to go. So we're looking at our tree right now. And I just want to also say, when you enroll somebody, you have 14 days to move them. The smartest decision is to not move them until you know where your team is sitting and how much volume you need in the teams. Because that's why we wait. And obviously, but don't miss it as well, because you've got to keep an eye on it. You've got to put an alarm on, because if you don't move someone underneath someone else after the 14-day period, you can't. And then you've essentially wasted that volume from that person, and they should create a whole nother leg. So we've got, like, because I've enrolled a few people this month, so we've got probably 6. We're just waiting to see who we as team, we put them in based on whose volume it is, like where we need some volume. Because, for example, that post I just put up, it shows you how many legs you need. So Brad and I are on Premier at the moment. Our goal is to get silver. We definitely have 2 executive legs. At the moment, we've actually got currently 8,000 volume or something. So we're way over the volume, but it's where if it was all in one leg, we still wouldn't be able to have, so we need to spread out the volume to have that.
Says, are you able to put this up? I've just made you a host. Are you able to put whatever you're looking at up on the screen?
I just put it in our group, in that group chat, because I'm on my phone, so I don't know how to do that. Try and look for it on the group chat, because I just put it in there. Is it in there? Have you guys got it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got it.
Yeah, you got it. So pop that up. So that, oh my God, now I've lost it. I had it up, so I was looking at it. Here we go. So it says like to earn elite, it's just volume. So you just, whatever in your overall volume, you don't need to have a certain amount of legs, but the goal is to initially focus on 2 legs. So you want to have 2 legs because that's where you're going to hit your first rank, okay, where you hit Premier. You only need the 3rd leg in silver, and then when you're wanting to go down for diamond, you need a 4th leg. So you don't just start creating all these legs, because you need the volume in the ones that you've got, okay? And that's that team and the depth too, because you get paid a certain percent every depth layer you go as well. I think it's up to 7, like, I think it's, see, I'm not, Brad's more figure things like this, but it's in the video, he said. So we'll also send the video. It's really important, actually. Has everyone looked through the getting started document in the group?
No.
No, Gemma, you wouldn't have yet. Yeah, Tani has. Good. So that's a really good start. So we were just saying, Brooke, we're creating documents. So when people start, we're going to have a welcome document. We're creating this stuff so then we can give it to our team, and then they can give it to people who enroll. So we're wanting to create a document that has like the video attached. Brad's already done the welcome document, the get it started, how to do your own website, which is like, takes 2 minutes, and all of that. And then we want to add like a welcome pack and, you know, recommended apps and books and things like that. So we want to make things as streamlined for people, and so that they can succeed either in the business or as a customer, right? So we want to make it as easy for people as possible. So they're not going to get their oils and then sit them in the cupboard and not use them because they don't know how to use them, right? Or they just put them away. So my biggest advice is take them out of the box. That's a really good start. And then keep them somewhere where you're going to use them. Because Brad's parents bought a box, and I was over there the other day. I said, put your diffuser on. I have to just remind her all the time. And I watched her walk, I kid you not, to the opposite end of the house to get the oils. I was like, it is no wonder you're not using them. You need to, I was like, I kid you not, like down the really long hallway to the opposite in a cupboard. And I was like, you are never going to use them if it's that far away from your diffuser, because you'll look at your diffuser and go, I'll get some oils when I go down there, and then you won't. So if you're wanting to incorporate, you need to have them really conveniently for you. Anyway, I'm sidetracked there. So back to the ranks. So you've all got that screenshot there. So that is just like the simplified way. Watch the video because they're going to explain it way better than me. This is not my specialty, is knowing the commission plan. I just know we get paid, which is really awesome. And if you have, we got paid quite a lot of fast start bonuses too, because we enrolled, I don't know how many at the start. Like it wasn't 20 or something at the start. Like we personally enrolled a few at the start. So within that first month, because we enrolled a few, we got a few fast start bonuses. So extra commission, which was really awesome. That just popped up in our account. We're like, scored. So I'd love just getting these like surprise money. But yeah, so my biggest advice is hold off until you move people. Don't leave it to the 14th day though, because you might forget. Hold off and work out where you need that volume. So you can just hover over the person, your 3 team leaders or your 2 to start with, and see how much volume they've got. So if you needed to get to that premier rank, you need that 5,000 volume between both teams. And then when you want to get silver, so we've only just increased our 3rd leg. We had a 3rd leg, but it wasn't kind of going anywhere. So we'd left that and just we're working on these legs anyway. And then now we've added some more team players in there, and now we're trying to build that 3rd leg, which we need to get to silver and then gold, okay? So focus on your 2 first and hold off moving. That's the best thing there. And then watch the video, because I'm not very good at explaining this bit. So I'm just going to be really honest there, because I don't.
That's opposite to what I've been doing, but I've sort of been putting people under those who are actively making an effort, and those who are.
100%. I actually said that to someone. I said, if you're not building it, then we're not going to put people underneath you, because there's no, like, there's only so far you can go with us putting people underneath you. You have to personally enroll people, which we put people in everyone's team, just spread things out like when we get it. But like I said to someone yesterday, I'm going to be honest here, we've had no one above us put anyone below us.
Yeah.
So we've done it all ourselves. Well, we had the first 3, which was the first 3 Jared and Abby put in, which because they're not ours, they don't count as our actual, because they're just below us too. They don't count as our, like, then go down. So it's really important that you have not only your own, not only people that enroll people, like if we put them in your team, you still need some personal enrollments as well. So if one person in the team doesn't, you know, keep moving, then you've got another one that you personally enrolled, and that can then keep growing and growing and growing. So it's not just chucking those few people in there that you personally enroll, but the volume is still what you need. So having the volume with other people that are enrolled people is perfect, because then you get that volume as well, which you saw on that little thing. So you need to have that, which is just the volume is just their purchases, right? So, and if you're enrolling people, and this is why I could divert into LRP here, if we're only enrolling people and they're just buying a welcome pack or a few oils, and then they're never purchasing doTERRA again, we have to constantly get new customers. It'd be like having a shop and only having new people coming in and having no regulars. It just doesn't work. Like, we've got to have regulars. And also, we're in a company where these products are so incredible. Like, we're wanting to encourage people to incorporate them in all areas of their lives. So it's super easy by doing that, by doing an LRP. And because everyone's seen that video now too, the LRP video. Oh, Jimmy, you have to watch that. Tani, have you seen that one, babe? I think you did. Oh, I'm not sure. I think I gave it to you. Anyway, we'll check.
I'm not sure. Was that one of the ones you sent me last week?
I think so. The one with the the LRP and how it works. Yeah. And she talks. It's crucial, because if you're literally having to sign up just new customers all the time and they never buy again, that's a lot of hard work. It's much easier to keep regulars in any business than it is to get new customers all the time. And so if we get someone on a monthly order, there you go. There's some volume straight up. Okay. So, and they're getting the benefits of the oils in life. We're not trying to commit them to something. That's it too. And people can have a lot of resistance to it as well. I don't know if I'm playing up something every month. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I don't know. And I'll explain how it works for us building the business too. So it's like, oh, I don't know about that. But it's the quickest way to get the products in your life spread out over a period of time with the most rewards. So in the video, Gemma, it actually talks about, it uses flybys as a perfect example. And I love this because it's a perfect example. If you spend $2,000 over a year in flybys, you get $10 back. Oh, wow. You know, that's amazing. So shit. So with doTERRA, you actually get, it's almost $600 back because of the point value, because of that 10 to 30% that I was talking about. So it's a win-win. Like, you get so much free stuff, so much good stuff back by investing in that and redirecting funds. Another good language point, redirection of funds. So where you might have spent at the chemist or the supermarket, or I don't know, wherever else you buy all the other stuff, you're getting it from doTERRA, and then you're getting your rewards from that. So it's a redirection of funds. And then, I mean, you're making your cleaners from the oils, or you get some cleaners already you can get in doTERRA as well. And we use our toothpaste, and I'm using the shampoo and conditioner. And it's like, you know, that redirection, but getting them on that monthly order is how they're going to keep replenishing their oils and getting new ones. And for a wellness advocate, for somebody selling doTERRA and wanting to make a commission, you have to have a monthly order. How I look at it is an investment in your business. I pay a lot more in my other businesses to run them every month. So it is so little. And also for me, like, if I was someone, a customer, and someone's selling me their doTERRA, right? Or they're wanting to sell me doTERRA, and they've got 4 or 5 oils, and they're like, oh, they're so good, you've got to get onto it. And they've got 4 oils or 6, which some of the small packs are. Like, I'd be like, well, you know, like, it's kind of like, it's going to sound really bad, but having a really overweight trainer. Do you really, like, know what you're talking about? Like, you know? So I've said like about 100 times, and I hate saying that. So that's my thing. So it's an investment in your business, and it's such a small investment. It's 100 PV, which I don't know, is like $120, something like that. Roughly 140. I don't know. It depends on what you buy to how much. So that's why it's just easy to say 100 points. 100 PV is how you make a commission. And then you're so goddamn close to 125 when you get an extra free oil. So we just always do that. So it's 50. So when you're explaining it to someone, they have to spend over 50 PV per month to earn points. So you want to encourage that as a minimum for people when they're signing up on their monthly order.
Mm-hmm.
Then if they can't afford it that month, as long as they keep their account open with one purchase, maybe like a lip balm or a toothpaste, I think toothpaste is like 5 points, then they still can keep the points. But if they cancel their monthly order, if they had all their points in there, it all just goes, just like it would with any of those other sort of like reward deals. So you've got 50 to increase your points to keep accumulating. You've got 100 to make commissions. And you must have 100 sitting in your account, in your cart at all times. So, and remember, it doesn't go through till the end of the month, till whatever date you set. So you can put in 500 in there if you want and then just change it, you know, like it's just like whatever you want, as long as you've got it over 100. And then if you're wanting the free oil, 125. Okay. And exactly, for me, it's an investment in the business. And like now I actually have to jump on and order some more because I've run out of a couple. And when we're sharing them, this will go into the sharing a little bit here. You don't have to have all the oils to share them. You aren't going to share all the oils with someone who signs up. You're only going to share a select few. So the Home Essentials pack is a really good one for that, because you could even just use that as your base. You could just use those oils as your base of sharing. It's perfect amount of oils to share because you've got the basic ones. Like, so if someone comes to you and, you know, the majority of people that come to you, ask them, what are your main health concerns or what are you needing support with? And they're always going to say, like, my experience has been sleep, gut trouble, breathing trouble, that sort of thing. Like literally. And obviously then emotional stuff, anxiety, overwhelm, that sort of thing. So the Home Essentials, Digesterzen, it's like a godsend for anyone with gut problems. Peppermint, headaches. You've got your lavender, obviously great for sleep. You know, our kids use this all the time when they've got any kind of itchy bites or anything like that. Or Lockie put it on his carpet burn he had yesterday. What's the other one I was thinking? Easy Air. So nearly everyone that I've bought, that's bought from me, has bought Easy Air. Nearly every single person, even if they haven't bought a pack. Because I gave them experience of it. Like this, open your hand up, pop one drop in your hand. And they're all like, oh, straight up. Like just that experience alone is really, really profound for people. So you don't need to have like Copaiba and Myrrh and like all these other ones to share it. You can talk about that with them and it's up to them to explore those ones. So really use the basic ones. I also, lavender piece is not in the kit, but that's one I give out a lot because it has vetiver in it and it has a few of those more supportive ones for sleep. So I'm not going to be giving away like the super like fancy oils. It's just going to confuse people anyway. So I just keep it simple, because then that also is most likely going to be the pack that they're going to use.
And they're going to buy, yeah.
They're going to buy. And then they can explore the other ones. And what I might do too is if I know someone's really thinking about it, we've already experienced some of the oils, like I've had a one-on-one with them, I might give them some of the different ones to use. Like I might give them a bit of bergamot. That's when I do give a little bit away because it's just so divine. And Purify. Purify is a good one. Because a lot of people love that and it's just a really refreshing smell. Purifies the air, like that's a really popular one. Actually, that's one that I do give away too. So I just keep it simple. I don't give like really complex oils away. Just those would be the kit, Purify and lavender piece. That's probably it.
So just to interrupt, when you give them away, do you decant a little bit into a bottle or do you give them a full bottle, or what's the story?
I have a whole bag of, we bought 100 of these tiny little 5 ml jars. Okay.
Yeah.
And I put, and see, I've been given one of these before and I could barely see the oil. I was like, right, you don't want to do that. Let's not be a tight ass now. And let's like, you want to give them an experience. So I put about between 20 to probably about 25 drops and it fills it up to like there. Right.
Yeah.
Then they're going to get an experience. If they're just going to use it once, it's not really like that little there and they get to put one lot in their diffuser. So I usually do that. I've ordered lots of these extra stickers, right?
Yes.
For $1, okay. And then I just put whatever it is on the outside and I write a little instruction thing. But I do want to get cards to simplify that, because when I send out 20, it took me to handwrite all these cards with like names. Oh my God. I need to get this in cards. Brad's like, so it's taking me forever. But you know, it gives people the experience. So just a sticker on it and that. If it was a more expensive oil for some reason, I would put maybe 10 to 15 drops and just explain that. It's a really high quality oil. Don't necessarily say really expensive. But yeah, so you can get these on Oil of Life Australia. Oils for Life. something like that. And
Yeah.
also these. So I'm actually, and this is the thing, it depends on how much you want to give away. Obviously these you put coconut oil in, but I've got a lady who I just know will be interested. I've not mentioned it before, but every time I come in, she smells me and says little comments, right? And I know she's a very, I don't like using the term spiritual because it's just an identity, but you know, she's in our circle of things, and she owns a cafe, and today I'm going to get a coffee from her, and she always comments, she smells so amazing, those oils smell amazing. Oh, she just says a few little comments. So I'm actually going to make her up a little perfume and just give it to her. And that's it. I'm not going to ask anything and just leave them with that experience. I wish I could Sorry?
And just reel her in.
Reel her in, yeah, can you give people, because then they're like, how could they not? You're just giving him the experience of it. Yesterday, I dropped off one of our little friends, their little daughter was sick, and I mean, and I'm not asking them to buy it, but I just want them to have the experience. If it works for them, great. I just gave them some Easy Air and On Guard for the little daughter. Yeah. And just left them with that. I didn't tell them they need to buy it. I just gave them an experience of it. Okay. And they'll come to you.
Same thing with my mother-in-law today. I've made her up a blend. She was going to do an order on Monday and then said, oh no, freaked out, went to her masseuse and was like, oh no, they don't work. It didn't even work. She put the ice blue cream on her. And I said, well, it's a cream. It's not the actual oil. Anyway, made up all these excuses about it. So I thought I'll just make her up this blend and she can use it herself and see what happens. And
what's in the blend, Brooke?
There's a whole lot of she's got a lot of back pain and she has trouble sleeping, so it's a good mixture.
She didn't find this worked.
Yeah.
Bloody hell, this is like nuts.
Oh no, she's intense. Like she's got her belief system. It's not even her pain, it's her belief system. Nothing will work.
And that's often the case with a lot of people.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not even going to go into a story about that right now. Someone I'm that could be a long one. But this is an incredible product. If you don't have this, get this, because I give people experiences when they come here. Have you got anything sore? Great, pop this on. Actually, it's running out and they're out of stock. Yeah. Actually, don't promote it too much at the moment because they're out of stock.
Yes.
So can I ask about that one? Is that more for muscle pain or?
Yeah, any muscle aches, body aches, that type of thing. So I'll use it for my neck. I use this one because I can put it up in my hairline, past tense. It's really cheap. It's like $23 or something. So cheap. That and that together with a bit of Frankie, wherever he is, like this, if you're inflamed in the jaw, best combination ever. So this is incredible, but yeah, it's out of stock at the moment. But if someone really wants it, they can order it in packs. I actually probably shouldn't say that, but I'm 100% sure they do, because I say, oh my God, that's like the worst language. Because whenever we couldn't get On Guard, we could always get them in the packs because the packs are made up. So I reckon, I will find out, you'll be able to get that in a pack because they usually pre-make all their packs. So when On Guard was out of stock for like, COVID, you could always get it in a pack, the ones, because they're pre-made. But yeah, that past tense, anyone neck pain. So I had a client who had a migraine, sent her the link for that, bought it, best thing ever, the whole family used it.
What's in that one though?
So past tense has wintergreen. I thought I had wintergreen. Lavender, peppermint, frankincense, cilantro, marjoram. Why is the writing so bloody small? And I'm clearly getting old. Roman chamomile, basil, and rosemary. Someone said to me that and they were pissing themselves laughing. They're like, Sarah, you're getting old. Shut up. So I'm like, sorry. It's so tiny. I think it's smaller on these bottles than it is on that one. But yeah, that is like amazing. You have to have that in your house. Like we went through, that's my second one. So we've gone through it because I just love it. So I've actually got it on my back of my neck now.
That would be amazing for women.
Sorry?
That would be amazing for women, the hormone.
So I also rub it if I'm anywhere sore. You can rub it all into your hair because it's easy. So if you've got a sore head intention, you can't really rub the cream into your hair unless you want to be walking around like it, like. Yes, now I've lost my track. We've gone on so many different directions. Where are we now? Let's have a look at some others.
So with the ice blue, does it have that cooling feeling like a Denka rub or something?
Yeah. It feels like a fizzy cream or something, but it just works so much better. Like it just.
Mark said it reminds him of the football rub. that they
The
use.
liniment. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you've got partners or husbands that have a football team, like super effective tool would be to get them to take that to the thing and let people experience it. Because men, like Brad said, he really struggles because men are so much more resistant to oils and these sort of products. But give them that experience. Like, yeah, use that, like that and frankincense. Like, they're not going to be wanting the like nice smelling things that we love, but like past tense, frankincense, the real basic stuff, like that's enough for, you know, for a man to use and be able to get involved in it like that. So yeah, let me get up the more questions again. I lost it. Here we go. Or has anyone got a question while I find the rest of the questions? Gemma, did that explain with the LRP and how you need to do it with the monthly?
Yeah, those quantities, yes, and I will watch those videos because I haven't seen them yet, which will probably.
She also talks about her resistance. Sorry?
I sent you the LRP video, didn't I, Jem?
No, I haven't got it yet, so I'll have to have a look at it.
Oh, I thought I sent it in your message. I'll do it now.
So Gemma, in it, she talks about how she was resistant to doing the LRP for like 9 months. So it's really good to hear someone else say that.
Yeah.
I think where I just was like, oh, okay, I got to do it right. So, and I think, you know, for us as business, when we're, you know, selling the product, we do need to think about it as an investment in our own business and our own oils. So that's what I try to think about it. And it's probably, like I said, the cheapest investment you'll do for a business. So, and that's what I say to people too, when they're wanting to, you know, start the business, it's got to be the cheapest startup business ever.
Okay.
Like really, to get involved in doTERRA is so cheap. I mean, at the cheapest, it could just be $35, but obviously you're not going to be able to sell things if you don't have any oil. So you want to buy some. But, and I think like my goal is to have like all the oils, even if I don't love some of them, because I know the health benefits of different ones. Yeah. So, and I might just get into that actually while I'm just on that way. So I have my little setup here, but Brad is actually building me a proper like station thing with like levels and stuff like that. So he's gonna he's got all the wood. He's so excited. I just love these little creations at home. This is our new home. So I set this up really as a beautiful space too. So when people come in, they've already got the oil. This looks really pretty. They can explore it. It's set the scene. We've got a salt lamp and some crystals. Like they just have an experience, even just coming into our home, of the oils. And usually the smell is, even a second I open the door, even if I can't smell it as strongly anymore, they'll smell it the second you open the door. So it's really creating an experience for people. And you would do that too with a workshop. Now I'm going to speak from experience too. I've only done one-on-ones, right, because of COVID so far. So doing a workshop will be my next thing to do and build confidence in that situation too. And I would just suggest to start really small with that. So you don't need to, you know, well, actually we can't in Victoria anyway, but yeah, they don't go have 20 people, we can't anyway, but just start small and feel confident in that. And start with one-on-ones even. And that's why I think I've built that confidence. And I don't have any like structured follow list things. I just give them an experience of it. Usually I make them a cup of tea first anyway. They're in my home, you know, make them a cup of tea or coffee. Have a little chat with them. Sorry?
Put a drop of oil in the tea.
I did bergamot with quite a few people because it's beautiful and chamomile tea. Pre-warn them. If you haven't, has anyone tried it yet? Bergamot in tea?
Yeah. I haven't. No. I'm so looking forward to it. Yeah.
Oh, good. But first mouthful, pre-warn them, because the first mouthful, it is, isn't it? It's like, because you get that oil, like kind of take your breath away.
So it's like, whoo.
And then after that, it's like amazing. So I usually warn them that their first mouthful is going to be intense, and then they drink it and then they're like, oh, I love it, like every time. But it's only specific for those people that are into that sort of like, you know, tea with that. But then I'll bring them over and I'll be like, you know, so what do you like? What kind of smells do you like? And then it's actually really interesting watching people. I've had, was it 2 or 3? And to be honest, I don't think these people will be people that will do monthly orders, because their sense of smell is so strong. They don't like half of them. Like they're like, oh. And if you've got that stronger or that particular with your smells. You're not going to get many of them because they're really repulsed by it. And it's really interesting. I found it very interesting. And then there's people like me that are like, love nearly all of them, but some like, I don't know about that one. But these particular people, I just know they're not going to get into it too much because they really only want like a couple of particular really nice smells that they like. So it's just interesting to note that and just like note how different people have different sense with that. Just let them experience it in your home or in their home. Like take a bag and take the main ones. And what do you like? I said, and they'll be like, what are you diffusing usually? And I'll share that. And then I'll talk about, we just, this is what this does. And, you know, like the past tense and the frankincense. And do you know much about oils? Like, you know, what do you need assistance? Like just have a conversation with them, you know, after you've already done a friendly one. And then I say, and usually they're in your home and they're coming to look at oils, they're going to want to like generally purchase some. So I'll just go straight into, well, there's a few options that you can do to get the oils in your home. And I'll just go through those 3 options. So I'll say, which is what, Gemma, you would have experienced with me. So I just say, you can purchase retail. So that's why you need your website set up. So you just send someone your website link. You don't have to do a thing. The great part about doTERRA is that you do not have to source the product, store it somewhere, get it delivered, have a warehouse and all that, market it. Like you don't have to do any of that. Like it's all done for you. So you just send them the link, they get onto your site and they purchase it at retail, gets delivered straight to your door, and you have a little black diamond that'll show up on your, under you, right? Under your little thing in your team. And that will just be a permanent retail sale. So that will just like, you'll just, you know, for anyone. I've had 3 that just wanted like 1 oil. Okay, here you go. You know, that was it. If you're purchasing more than 2 oils a year, then you like the smartest thing to do is get a wholesale account, you know, and I say to do that, it's $35 to set up your own account and you can purchase as many oils as you want for the year. And I'll go into that year one too. As many oils as you want over the year at 25% off. So it's such a smarter thing to do. But the smartest thing to do if you're wanting to get a few and really set yourself up is to get a kit, because it eliminates that fee essentially. You get so many oils. Like I always talk about the home essentials generally, because I do find most people don't want to spend the money we did, which was $700 to get the big kit. You know, that's going to be around that range, and they get a diffuser. And I talk about those oils being in the 10 home essentials, and I can talk about every single one of those oils. So become really familiar with those 10, okay? Because that's generally going to be the pack that most people buy. And you want to really encourage them to get that pack over the smaller pack, because then they get the 15 ml instead of the 5 ml bottles and a diffuser, and they save hundreds. Retail, Brad and I sat down, I sat down and calculated it. It's $567 to purchase all of those retail. And then wholesale, you get it for $330. And even wholesale, buying the oils wholesale individually, you still save $120. So it's just a win-win. You're essentially getting free oils in that pack. So that's what I say to people, and they're usually like, oh, okay, cool. Unless they really don't want some of those specific oils. And then they might, I've noticed the Aroma Touch has been one I've been selling a little bit lately, and that's 170 PB. And then I've got everyone over the line with 200, every one of them, so they can get their oils. Because I'm like, oh, you've only got to spend 30 more PB and you get 2 free oils. Come on. So, you know, whenever there's free oils and free, and so many people love free stuff, right? I love it. I love free stuff. So that's how I use that sort of language. And then I just want to go into the year. So the account is for 1 year. So whether they purchase oils or not, their account's for 1 year. And then it's $25, just like it would be if you're at a Dares or one of those places. But you get a free oil. You get a free peppermint oil. So essentially, you're just getting an oil for that price. So it's $25 to re-sign every year, which is still, so that's why some people's accounts, what are they called? Cease, because they don't re-sign on, okay? Does that answer that question with that too, Gemma, that you have around that? Yeah. It really doesn't matter if they don't order or they do, they just have that account for a year.
Okay,
Yeah. And let's have a look if there's any others around that. I'm going to actually, the broom question, she's a bit of a start again. Jessie, that's my little when I'm I just do that. It's like, makes everyone laugh.
I do that too.
Snap it up. And, instead of going, like really awkward. The broom requirements are in the group in the video.
Okay.
I'm not 100% familiar with that yet either.
I did read the two different things on those catalogues for the broom thing, but
Yeah.
one looked simple. It was like, you know, sign up 10 people in 1 month and then 100 whatever per person per
And then
month.
it got a bit like,
and then I was like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. And then I read another one. It's like, oh no, that's only 2 and that's 1. And it's like, oh, now I'm really confused. So I didn't know what it was talking about.
because it's just giving you the different options. If you don't sign up 10, you could do 4, 4, 4. Or
Yeah. And that made sense. But then I saw another one and it was like, oh no, you need 2 points, this amount of points. And I don't even know whether that was relevant, but I got really confused by that.
Don't look at that one.
No.
Don't go by that one. Just go by how many people to sign up, and then you do need to get them on the monthly order. I saw that too.
Yeah.
So this is going to be my edge to lean into, because most people I've spoken to in customer wise, getting them over 100 can be tricky. Like they know they can get points if they're over 50, because over 100 spending, you know, $120, $130 a month. So some people, you know, so it's just.
It's a bit of resistance,
yeah. So I think that's the part I need to lean into with that to get that, because you can't get it. I was like, I really want to get that.
Yeah.
I really want to get to broom. So you've written here, what are the minimum requirements for staying a wellness advocate? So that's pretty much what we said with the 100 points. Well, you don't actually have to do that if you don't want to earn commissions. So I've signed people up as a wellness advocate because they may in the future want to share the oils.
Yes.
And they're not on 100 PV a month. It's just, here, I'm signing you up on that because just in case. And they're like, okay, cool. Costs them nothing to do.
So with that then, if, you know, if they do decide to sign up down the track and they kick over the 100 a month, do they then start to earn the commission, or is it they do?
Yep.
Okay. Right.
Yep. So they can just change their mind whenever they want. So a wholesale customer can too, but I'm pretty sure they have to wait 6 months once they've changed their account, unless they change it in like the first week or 2, I think it was, something like that. And then it's like, it's something like that. If they change their mind. There was some sort of requirement there. But that's why I say to people, unless they're really resistant to it, which some people are, not even going to do that. Cool. Okay. I just say to them, if you just can't help but share it because you love it, unfortunately, I can't put anyone underneath you for you to earn some money. They just have to go in another team, you know? So it's like that. You have that opportunity if you shared that oil and they wanted to, where do I get that from? You just have to direct them to me and you can't make anything from that, you know? So it's just, and they're like, I don't want it. Cool. Okay. Yeah. And that's all I just want to share, because I would want them to, if it was their friend, they've referred their friend to me, I would like to help them get some rewards. So I could put them, but if they're a wholesale customer, you cannot put anyone underneath them.
Right.
Okay, we did sample oils. Do you feel confident with that?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. And just Oil of Life have so many things, like all those bottles. They do have little containers. They have the ones to make your own spray bottles and stuff like that. They also have, like, we just got the Symphony of Cells, which is the person I was saying, high profile person I was saying who was in it. She just showed a picture of what she used. What she used. These are really good. I'm sure it's like an aromatherapist who's written this, and their processes that they would do if someone came in to see them.
Right. Yeah.
So when I first opened this up, I thought, well, that doesn't even tell you how much or when, but it does all that at the front. So yeah, so we purchased that, and then they said if you can't find, so it's got all ailments down the side: hot flushes, infertility, menopause, stress, thyroid, cystic things, depression, like it's on the sides, and they're all different body systems. So if you can't find, they have, I'm sure they have epilepsy in their book. They have like everything, and if you can't find your ailment, then you can go to the body system, and there's even more depth. So we got this chart with, it wasn't expensive, and then you can look at sort of try and find it there, and it'll tell you which body system it is, and then you can refer back to that in the book.
Yes.
So it's amazing.
This Symphony of Cells is incredible. This is what I want. Suze, when you watch the replay, this will be incredible for your massage therapy. And you know, when people come in, you can just quickly look up and use it. And even your Reiki, anyone who's doing hands-on healing, this Symphony of Cells, look them up on Instagram. They are it's like medical.
It is, yeah. And
really
let me share that bit too with people doing massage or anything like that. So I had my myotherapist massage the other day. took Aroma Touch, frankincense, and ice glue with me and said, can you use these? What do you reckon happened? She signed up. She signed up. Like, I wasn't selling them to her. She just, as soon as people have any, like, she just loved using them on me, right?
Mm.
And she's like, oh, what do I do? You know, she's used oils before, but she's like, which one do you want? When do you want it? Blah, blah, blah. And I just knew it was going to heighten my experience of my myotherapy. So, and she just loved it. And now she's got an account. So, you know, and you're not even like selling, you're just sharing.
You'd think they just already have one though, wouldn't you? You'd think my therapist would be all over the oils.
So, and I said to her, I think a really effective thing for you, I know she doesn't want to like build, totally fine. But I said, why don't you, like in your monthly order, you get the rewards, blah, blah, blah. You could just have some stock, because you could do that. She could order a monthly order, have stock. I think that's what we were going to talk about later, actually. Have it sitting up there, and then people just pay her the cash for it. That's totally fine. At retail price, though.
Yeah.
Don't go start giving people wholesale price. Give them retail. Yeah? And then unless they want to sign up for a wholesale account. Otherwise, you're missing out. Like, you know, then you're not getting them as an account and they're just buying wholesale through you for cash. Like, it's not the best way to run the business. So get them to, and then for her, for anyone watching who has that ability, you know, they've got the clientele coming through like that, I would have all these beautiful ones on display. You use them with your clients. They get an experience of it and they're like, what did you use? Can I have one of those? And you also have diffusing in the room. So they come in. It's about giving people an experience, because as soon as people smell these products, they're freaking nuts. Like, they're so incredible. Like, they just make you, I can walk into a room, like we've got a few blends that I really love, and I'm really loving playing. Have fun playing with the oils. Mixing them together. Today I did another little mix, and sometimes I can walk into a room and just be like this. It just makes you feel, and you'll notice how you feel different with different ones. So just have fun playing with them, because they're so much fun.
Can I just share too with playing with them? The other night, Barney was like, he'd had a horrible day at school. This is my 8-year-old. And I was putting, and I'd had a terrible day, and I was putting the copaiba under my tongue. And he's like, what are you doing, Mum? You're drinking the oils. And I was like, no, I'm just putting it under my tongue. I was like, have a try. So he was like, oh, okay. So he did it, and he's super sensitive, like the oils. He's like, whoa. He did it, and he's like, whoa. And he's like, oh, my whole head feels like it's going to explode. Oh, and it was so funny. It was so cute. He was like being a child. He was so much more sensitive to it, and he was just like, oh. So then I got the frankincense and did the whole thumb on the roof of the mouth, put the oil on your thumb and put it on the roof of your mouth. And he's done that, and he's like, oh my God, my whole roof of my mouth's gone numb. Oh, it's all numb. He was loving it. Like, it was such an experience. He's like, that is so cool. So that's something you could do when people come and experience, like, because a saying I love to use is, we can't understand something if we don't experience it. And that's an experience that you could give clients, is just those two are amazing. Frankincense is like everyone has to
have it. You have to have it.
Like,
people have to have it. This is another great book. We're just getting a collection. So this is another really good thing to do when you have a workshop. Obviously, we've got people here, so they're experiencing it. But when you have a workshop, because I've watched a few videos now, she said that she lays down all the books on the table so they can see what else they can do with them. So we've had some books on order since COVID started, and they still haven't got here. So you have that down, you have all that down, you have all the oils out. You know, you may even bring some chocolate mint balls or chocolate mint chocolate or like orange something, you know, like use it. So give them an experience of the oils, how you can use them in different ways. Remembering that they can use them in their food, in their cleaning, on their body, in the diffuser. Like, there's so many different ways that you can use the oils. I just got sidetracked, so I did want to say, this is another thing with the compensation plan, but that is in every single one of your kits. So everyone who signed up would have this. Okay, so it's in your kit with all these brochures that are in your kit. Okay, so if you haven't gone through that thoroughly, do that. Even in one of them, it has the little thing to fill out. This is going to be the last one, isn't it? Oh my God, now I can't find it. Oh, here it is. So it even has that like wellness thing, what you would ask, like what you would give out if you were at a workshop. Like I don't do that in one-on-one consult because I'm just chatting with them myself and I can know we're just talking about what they need. But obviously if you've got 5 people there, you're not going to be standing there talking to every single person by themselves, but you get to have a look at this and they also write it specifically down and then you can tell them some oils that would help support them with that. So that's handy. And you can get all them on the doTERRA website. Now I was thinking, what next? What next? Here we go. How long can sample? You got samples. Can you sell someone directly? And look, the other day I sold someone, she is signing up at the end of the month when she gets paid. So you get a lot of that too, which is fine. People are going to do that or they may not, but people are going to keep watching you and communicating with you and keeping that connection, even if they can't do it right now, right? They're just going to keep following. And so she was here and I had a spare Clary card. So she asked for that and I just sold it to her retail and just got the cash. So you can do that. They just don't want you selling it on eBay and stuff because it's really not ethical as well. And also you don't want people, like I say, I don't want to sell it on eBay because why would I? I'm in doTERRA, but they're not getting the benefits of like rewards with the monthly and stuff too.
Yeah.
They're just, it's just, yeah. How long? So you can't, you have to do your LRP. You can change it to go back to within that 1 to 16th if you want the free oil, but you can't keep pushing it because otherwise it's not a month. The LRP is like a monthly order. So you can keep it open at one point, but you can't keep making it 3 months longer. You won't get the commission on that.
That's what I was wondering, yeah.
Yeah.
But you can do it just if you wanted to keep your points.
Yes. So if you're like, I really can't do it this month. But you got to remember, like, let me be honest with you, we've only paid for 1 oils. As soon as we started making commissions, we've made enough to pay for oils and make money.
Wow.
So, you know, in our first month. So as soon as you grow it and you get a bit of client base and then they grow it a little bit, before you know it, you won't even have to pay for your oils. So then that pays for itself.
Yeah.
And I was buying a lot more than 100 PV, let me tell you. Because I just love them so much and I'm trying and I'm wanting to build the collection to share it. Yes, we did that.
But if you do need to, the stickers are $1. If you want something to just keep it going, the stickers are $1. The sticker.
Oh, actually, I don't think you can do that because
they don't have any points.
They don't have any points.
Oh, they don't either.
Nah. So you have to. I think like your toothpaste, it's like $8, like for a month. If you know, I think, or the lip balm, one of them is whatever the smallest thing is for 1 point. It's not even $1, it's like 1 point. So yeah, you're right. Can you do wholesale price without signing them up? I just wouldn't, because otherwise it's going to encourage them to keep buying them wholesale from me. Why would I sign up? Just tell them it's retail. I even do that with my friends, unless I'm gifting them something, you know, because I want them to have their own account and their own experience of it.
Yeah.
Okay, you've already shared about getting the kit, which is really good with the sample oils and all that, so you can get that on doTERRA website. How long we already went through that? Do they expire? Any information about hosting parties or the pamphlets? All right, that was you, Tani, too, around doTERRA invoicing sheets. What do you mean with invoicing sheets, babe?
Oh, I just wasn't sure. I know that when I've like been to parties in the past, they have like order sheets for people.
Ah, right, order, yes.
That's in the Empower kit.
Yeah, in the Empower kit on which I haven't got yet actually. I haven't done the in-person one.
$30.
$30. Okay, cool.
And that gives you 30.
Oh, hold on 1 second. 1 second, babe.
It gives you tons. It gives you 10 5ml wild oranges that you can, and 30 sign up forms and whatever else they need to sign up. I've just ordered it this way. I haven't got it yet.
Oh, cool. Perfect. So I'll grab that next month.
Yeah. And I'd always have my laptop with me too if I was at a party. Like I would definitely do that because it's going to be strike while the iron is hot, right? It's always that thing, like, and that's why getting people when they're interested before they lose interest and be like, oh, something's come up, you know, It's just, and then they're in, and then they're getting to experience them straight away too. And the orders come so fast, like they're here in like 2 days. Crazy how quick they come.
It's
So
that
a bit longer up here, but that's all right.
we actually lose interest after 48 hours in something. Our dopamine levels disappear, and it's actually a biological thing. So it is, while they're interested, it's, like she said, strike while the iron's hot.
And some people obviously are going to be thinkers, right? So they're going to want to think about it. And then, but the point is, if they've had an experience of it, even if they sign up a year later, like this isn't, we're not just doing this for a month. We're like, this is our business now, like ongoing. So those people are going to come back too, even if they didn't sign up right then. So always know that you're still planting the seeds, still sharing the love of it, and people will come back. Does that answer yours, Tani?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, what else do we got? So I'd like to know, I said my wife, you, Gemma, what else? Oh, that's all the questions on the actual thingy majiggy.
Okay, so I've got one more question.
Yeah.
Surprise, surprise. In one of the things I watched, I think it was Jessie on Facebook, she showed a video of how the copaiba was harvested. Are those videos available to the public?
On YouTube.
Right.
All of them.
Yeah. Cool.
Google them.
And beautiful to share with people, because you can, I mean, every time I watch them, they're like, and again, if you're talking to someone about that, their language, remember their consciousness, like that is perfect for some people.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
Yeah.
This is, and you know, I talk about how, you know, some people say I can't afford to give to charity right now. Well, you're doing it when you buy a bottle of oil. You are helping a farmer. So you get to do both. You get to look after your health and well-being, and you get to give back. So, and that will, you know, help some people too. So, yeah. I know this has been information overload, hasn't it?
Speaking of those things, to make sure you've checked out all the files in the doTERRA Facebook group. There's some really good information that Jessie and everyone's put in there.
Yeah.
If you've gone through all those, they'll answer a lot of questions too. And keeping in touch with the Facebook group. If you've never feel guilty for asking a question or feel bad, like always reach out and ask for help, because you're helping someone else. Like Gemma, your questions today have helped me, and you know, I couldn't articulate exactly what the question I had, and you could. So it's, you know, it's actually showing up and supporting yourself by asking for help.
And I actually love it when people ask lots of questions, because like, and having the conversations with people on the phone, it means that you actually can be clear about what you're delivering and what you're experiencing and what the business in itself, because this is a business. Like we're not like, we are selling products. This is a business, just like any other business. We're either selling a service or selling a product, wherever we are in anything. So, you know, it helps when you're really clear about it. And that's when I've built more confidence. And that's when I've been able to be much more clear with my direction and my explanations and things like that. So ask questions. And like I've said before, if I can't answer them, then I'll find out.
Yeah. And I've got another question. Is how do you go, like, you know, stepping on other people's toes that are selling it? Like, how do you market to other people, like asides of the people that you already know? They might have perhaps bought it from someone before, but, you know, haven't for a while, or, you know, how does that all work?
Well, if they've bought it from someone before, and then they're asking you, like, that's, you know, they haven't got an account, because some people won't. I've found, interestingly, that some people have bought the oils before and never been explained how to do it. They've just bought them. So they haven't had the opportunity to sign up for a wholesale account.
Right. Wow.
So, you know, I just think
that was me.
Sorry?
Oh, really?
Yeah, my friend was doing it, and I was interested in them, and I just bought them, but I had no feedback, or it was just a handover of money and a handover of oil, and that was it.
Wow.
Yeah. And some people will do that, and that's their own stuff, right? They don't want to feel like they're
selling.
They're selling, so they've just got it there and you can buy it just like normal. But for me, I actually don't want people buying at retail. I think I'm like all about getting the freebies and like discounts. Like I love it. And so I say to people, why would you not sign up for a wholesale account unless you're buying one oil?
Yeah.
Surely over a whole year you're going to buy more than 2 oils if you like oils, you know. Or their other product, they've got an incredible, like their number one selling product is the multivitamin, the vitamins, the supplements, you know. And I've been researching about those now and watching videos on those because they sound incredible actually, and they've got quite a few of the essential oils in it, obviously. And they sound amazing. And obviously as soon as, because we do use natural products, if people didn't have natural products in their home, I would tell them to throw it out and then buy the On Guard like cleaner and things like that. But we have natural. So when I finish my natural, what do you call it, dishwashing stuff and things like that, I'm going to replace it with the On Guard, because then I'm going to earn the rewards from it and use the incredible products. So, but if someone had more toxic products in their home, like that's a really good market too, is to, you know, when you're in someone's house, like talk about what they're using. So many people just still use so much terrible toxic chemicals in their home and on their skin. It's really crazy.
Yeah.
You've got, you know, you've got the skincare, you've got all these other things to help them have a low tox home.
Yeah, I've got another question regarding the whole selling thing. I'm a consultant for Arbonne as well, which there are a few products that cross over, you know, would be potentially a conflict of interest. Not that I'm actively selling it, but I am, you know, signed up as a consultant. So, like, is that my discretion as to what I would choose to offer somebody, or, you know, would doTERRA frown upon me selling, say, a toothpaste that was provided by somebody else?
They don't. You actually aren't able to build two network marketing business.
Really?
I found that out. Yep. You aren't allowed to build them because they are a conflict of interest. Like I found that out. Someone asked me. So I think you could, I don't know about just selling the products, that I don't know about. But I know you're not allowed to grow two teams in two separate network marketing businesses. There was Jessie said no, because I asked, because my sister-in-law's in Isogenics and she was thinking about doTERRA, but she stopped building Isogenics. So Jessie said that was okay. There, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a legal thing or how it works, but they were just like, it's a big no-no. Right. So, you know, and I guess
like, yeah, because I've never been interested really in selling it. I tried, I had one demo or whatever. I buy it because I like it. But yeah, it's just sitting there, and I've only just re-signed up to get my discounts. Yeah. Similar sort of process to doTERRA, with the rankings and things like that, and how much you have to buy to keep, you know. But yeah, like I thought, well, if I'm going to go all out and market doTERRA, maybe I need to ramp the other one up at the same time, or, you know, but
I would focus on one, to be honest. Like if you're really, like now you're in here in doTERRA and you're saying you want to build that, I just use doTERRA products. And then if you want to use your On Guard, your what is it, Arbonne, you know, like use that personally if you want to, and then I mean, to me, I would, now that you're in this and you're in it, like, and you're wanting to grow it, like I would try to incorporate doTERRA into every avenue of your life.
Yeah, you know? Sure. Yeah.
And then go from that angle, because then you're going to get the rewards from it. You're going to share it in every way, and then you're going to build from that. Yeah.
I suppose my reluctance, like with the Arbonne stuff, they've got quite an extensive range of everything, and I only like 2 products of their range. So, you know, I had everything, you know, I bought lots of stuff, thrown it all away, you know, like it was, but, you know, I'm probably not going to do that with essential oils because they don't go off, and, you know, not as quickly. So that was my kind of thought is, you know, am I going to like the toothpaste? Am I going to want to use the shampoo? You know, obviously I don't know to try.
Try it, put it in an order. That's what I'm doing. Like we've been using the toothpaste anyway, but I'm going to try the shampoo and conditioner in our next order. Maybe I'll even order it. So I've got to do another order through. And just try things. And then, you know, like I'm not going to try and sell someone a product that I don't like anyway. Like if I tried skincare and I didn't like it, well, I'm probably not going to use that as my avenue of sales because it's out of integrity, right? So you have to do what's in integrity for you.
Also with their skincare and their other ranges, are they based on natural products as well? Or is it only the oils?
No, they're based on natural plant-based products. I don't know how, because I haven't delved into the skincare myself, so I don't know all the ingredients personally. But like even their toothpaste is fluoride free and all of that. So you have? Did you say you have, Brooke?
Yes. I did some research this week, and because I was ordering the Skins Care while it was 10% off for this month. And I saw there's two skincare ranges. There's the Essential range and the Virage range in the turquoise bottles. And the difference between those two ranges is that the Virage is completely plant-based, whereas the Essentials range is probably similar to Arbonne, where it still has a couple of nasties, but it's also got the plants and the essential oil.
Botanical kind of things,
Did you happen to look at the shampoos and stuff too, Brooke?
No, I haven't dived into those, Dales, but I did go with the Essentials because they seem to have now nearly 40. They seem to have a more of an anti-aging. I'm a little bit prepared to forego a few chemicals if they're anti-aging. So normally I would have gone with the full plant-based, but I am,
And what was their name again? Which one was that? Because I don't know much about
That's the Essential Skincare, the white range, which is on sale this month. And then the green range, the Virage, is the plant-based.
Okay, right. But I'm pretty sure, like, I don't know, when it comes to shampoo and conditioner too, Gemma, like I've been a natural person for many, many years, and I've never found like a fully organic shampoo and conditioner that actually works. So like Brad said the other day, have you looked at your shampoo and conditioner? I said, babe, you are joking. Like that's one I bought from the health food shop. Like that's like the best one that works that you can get, you know. And I was like, and now I'm going to try the doTERRA. So I'm assuming it's probably going to be similar. Like they're not, I mean, they don't claim to be like organic, and I just find organic shampoo and conditioners just don't work anyway.
No.
I've tried making my own and they don't work.
They don't work. The one I've got at the moment.
Like hairs are oily, and it's like you come out of the shower and you go, did I ever wash my hair? Like it's terrible. I hate it. So it's just fine. And but with skincare, I'm usually very careful about what I put on my skin too. So and I've always used natural deodorant. I can't wait to try their deodorant. But I bought a 5-pack of the natural one that I get online. So I was like, I might just give some of those away and then buy the doTERRA one. Yeah.
My other product question about those kind of products, like the skincare and the like hair care products and stuff, I'm really hesitant on jumping in on those kind of things because I promote myself as a waste-free visionary, and me trying to like find products that actually aren't packaged sustainably, and so I'm a bit hesitant on going down that path.
That's not your thing then, so don't use that. Like it's going to be out of integrity for you, so you don't have to. If they want to explore that, that's up to them, you know. Like they could sign up and then they're like, I'm going to order shampoo and conditioner. Cool, that has nothing, that's not your reflection on you, that's their own. Everyone's their own sovereign being. So but I wouldn't promote that side of it for you then.
Okay, that's cool. Because I'm still trying to find products that work for my skin that aren't packaged in plastic.
I know, it's terrible, isn't it? You know,
good luck.
I mean, the oils in themselves, like the oils, there are so many oils, including Frankie, that are like, open up the brochure and half of them say, because they're not allowed to say too much on the brochure. I'm like, why are they just talking about skincare? Like on their oils, there's so much more than that. And then I found out why they can't say too much on their brochure, you know, that you get. But so many of them help with skin. So you could incorporate that with because you're right, so many are full of plastic. I do know this is slightly helpful that you can buy, which is obviously better, in the shampoo and conditioner in really large bottles. So obviously having less plastic then, you can buy them in bulk. Yeah.
Okay, good to know. Yeah. Thank you.
That's okay. Any other questions while we're here? We should probably wrap up soon. People are going to play the replay and be like, oh my God, it's like an hour and a half long. We've had lots of juiciness, I hope, for everybody.
Absolutely.
And now my phone's nearly dead. See, that's how long we've been on.
Gemma, have you got any more corkers for us?
I think I'm nearly out.
That's good. That's good. She's like, look at dancing. Yes.
Yeah. I'll have one as soon as we hang up, but
most in the group. Yeah.
All right.
We covered a lot. We literally covered a lot. So this is a really juicy one for anyone. So you sign up someone, this would be a great combo for them.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you can use this now. That's what's so good about it. Yeah.
Exactly.
So
I
good.
will post it in our messenger talk, and maybe should I post it in our Facebook group?
You could. Yeah, anyone can watch. Yeah.
Yeah. Sarah's wisdom. 101.
But sometimes I said to Brad, I got off the phone yesterday, I said, who the hell am I? I've only been in this business 3 months. And I was like, fully like having this full coaching session with someone. I was like, wow.
Go you.
I was like, it's been since embodiment. I think it's just changed me. I'm just like, it's so funny. I was like, who am I?
Yeah.
I'm just go with it. Go with it.
Yes, honey.
That's it.
Yeah. Big goals, big goals. As soon as I got into doTERRA, like as soon as we thought about it, I just had huge visions from the get-go, like literally. So I just know big goals, want to get out there, want to make a massive impact, want to get oils into like everyone's homes, all of it. And be rewarded for it.
Yes. You're an inspiration, darling. You are an inspiration. Thank you so much.
So lovely chatting with everybody.
See you.
Thank you.
And get some sun for me, Tans.
There's no sun here today. There's been no sun for quite a few weeks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's yeah, I know everyone down south's missing it up here, but it's not sunny, so you're not missing much.
No.
And they're not letting us in any state. Victorians are like,
It's actually out right now, so
Yeah, we've got sunshine at the moment too. Like,
Yeah,
lovely.
You guys.
yeah, I've got sun too. Check out these flowers, guys, if you want to feel like I treated myself. Never done this before. Have a look at that.
they are divine. Divine.
I won't tell Brad how much they cost.
No, we do
Oh,
that.
it reminded me I have to.
So we're free.
Yeah. Right, please.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Bye, thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Very
Thank you,
welcome.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.